Hello class, it's Miss Vega and I can't believe we're already on the second part of our unit of light and sound. Last time we were together, we were able to finally answer our first big question, which is what makes sound and how do we hear it? You all did such an amazing job with your focus task. I was able to see so many of the different ones by asking your teachers to please show me all your hard work. And it was so great to see that you really understood and were able to answer this first big question. Here was one that I saw that I really liked. Ooh, I noticed how they labeled in their diagram. They were able to determine that the second drum was the sound source because the mallet was hitting it, which activated it, put it into vibration, and then the sound waves travel through the air and hit our ear. Great job. I am so proud of all of you. We are doing such a great job with this unit so far. Now remember, we're working on this unit because at the end of our unit, we get to put on a big puppet show display. So let's get on to our second question. I think we're ready. Our big question number 2 is, how does light allow us to see? Today, we're going to be answering this question by making observations in our own homes and making observations together as a class. Let's look at this picture. What do you notice about this picture? Okay. What about this picture? I'm noticing there's some dark areas. I see lights here that are making like lighter areas. What do you notice in this one? Ooh, I see that too. What about this picture here? Yes, it's clear to see this area is lighter, right? And this area here is dark. Now that we've looked at all our pictures, what's something that you see that is in common between all of our pictures? I noticed a lot of people mention that there was a lot of areas that were bright and also dark. So let's look at our new vocabulary that we're using to help us in our discussion. Bright means lots of light, and dark means little or no light, or in other words, the absence of light. Let's go back to this picture now that we've learned our new vocabulary words. Really look at this one. What do you notice about this picture? Yeah, so here, this looks interesting, right? Look at how they made the dog dark. The sidewalk is lighter than the dog, but it's still not as bright as this area. How do you think someone did this? Right now, I want you to pause the video and go look for 2 areas in your home that are bright and an area that is dark with no light. Cool. What did you find? I got to do this in my home and I found 2 different areas I wanted to show you. Here, I have a toy that I keep on my desk and I noticed that against my wall, I can see this bright area and then I see this dark area here. I was also looking at this displayed on my wall, and this is a window that's on the other side. And I noticed that there's light coming in, and here it's very light, but these are dark areas. Why do you think this area is bright? And why do you think this area is dark? Those are all great thoughts. Let's keep going and see if we learn more about this. So, I have another question for you. Can we see without light? In order to really test this out, we need to make a dark area. But how can we make a dark area? I found this toilet paper roll in my bathroom, and I thought, maybe I can make a dark area using a toilet paper roll. Let's see. Were you able to see my eye? In order to really answer this question, we need to make a dark area, just like I tried to make here. But you could see that it's really hard, right? Even when I put the toilet paper roll, you can see light coming in through the sides. So it's really important we block out all the light in order to see if we can see without light. So let's try this. Okay, so I have this hair tie. I'm going to try and make a dark space using my hands. I'm going to put my hands around the hair tie and I'm going to look in. I want to know, can I see this if I make a dark space that has no light? Can I see it? Let me see. Whoa. Can you try this at home too? I'll wait for you. Were you able to see the object? No, right? You weren't. We were just like magicians. We were able to make our object disappear. So let's look at this question. Why did the object disappear? Did my hair tie just go away? No, right? How do you think it disappeared? You're right. We were able to block all of the light by making a dark space in our hands. And when we blocked all of the light, we were not able to see our object, just like you tried at home. When something is dark, it means there is no light. We were able to block all of the light with our hands, and therefore we were unable to see our object. We need light to see. I like to think of this as when we go deep inside a cave where there's no light. We can't see anything in there because all the light is blocked. It makes a dark space. Now that we've made some observations of bright and dark areas, let me try and show our learning. So here it says a flower in the dark. I get to show what it would look like if I was looking at a flower inside of a dark area where there's no light. And also a flower in the light. Okay, well, let me think. If I'm looking at a flower in the dark, that means there's no light. And I know that if there's no light, I can't see. So I think I'm going to color it in. I'm going to make it look dark, black. There's no light. I can't see a flower in the dark. What about a flower in the light? Well, if I'm looking at a flower in the light, that means that it's a bright area where there is light. So I should be able to see the flower. Let me complete these sentences about my observations. So I see the flower in the dark. I cannot see the flower in the dark. I see the flower in the light. I can see the flower in the light. Now you'll get to have a try on your handout. Your teacher will give you a handout where you'll get to show what your observations show you about light and dark areas. On the top, it says directions. Look at a crayon or other small object and draw what you can see. In this box, you're going to draw a crayon in the dark. And in this box, you're going to draw what you observe when you look at a crayon in the light. And then you'll complete the statements about your observations. So the first one, I can or cannot see the crayon in the dark. And number two, I can or cannot see the crayon in the light. Today, we were able to learn that light makes things look bright. We also learned that you need light to see. And when light is blocked, it makes a dark area. So it makes an area dark. This was so much fun today. I can't wait to see you next time to continue exploring light.